The South China Sea, abundant in fish, oil, and natural gas, is one of the world's most resource-rich and strategically important waterways. Its waters are not only a lifeline for millions who depend on fishing, but also a crucial route for global trade, with trillions of dollars worth of goods passing through each year. But beneath the surface, it's the center of a fierce and ongoing dispute between the Philippines and China, with both sides determined to assert their claims. China's sweeping 9-line claim covers almost the entire sea, overlapping with the Philippines' exclusive economic zone and those of other Southeast Asian nations, creating constant tension and uncertainty. For Filipinos, these waters are vital, feeding entire communities, supporting local economies, and holding the promise of future energy security through untapped oil and gas reserves. In 2016, an international court ruled overwhelmingly in favor of the Philippines, rejecting China's sweeping claims as having no legal basis under international law. Yet, despite the ruling, China continues to ignore international law, maintaining a powerful and growing presence in these contested waters, often intimidating smaller nations. This isn't just about territory, it's about national sovereignty, the survival of coastal communities, and the courage to stand up to a regional giant. Every day, Filipino fishermen risk their lives, facing harassment and danger as the struggle for the West Philippine Sea and their future continues. China enforces its sweeping claims in the South China Sea with intimidating Coast Guard ships patrolling the disputed waters with a show of force that sends a clear message to its neighbors. Alongside its Coast Guard, China deploys a maritime militia, civilian boats acting as unofficial enforcers, often harassing Filipino fishermen, blocking access to traditional fishing grounds, and escalating tensions at sea. In response, the Philippines has launched a bold transparency campaign, recording and sharing real-time incidents of Chinese aggression with the world, using social media and press briefings to shine a spotlight on every confrontation. This strategy exposes China's actions to the global community, winning international sympathy and support, and prompting world leaders to speak out and rally behind the Philippines' cause. While the Philippines is outmatched militarily, it cleverly uses global opinion and international law as leverage, turning the court of public opinion into a powerful tool. The government also highlights its landmark legal victory at The Hague, reminding the world that the arbitral tribunal ruled in its favor, rejecting China's sweeping claims. At the same time, the Philippines works to strengthen its Navy and Coast Guard, modernizing its fleet and conducting training exercises to better defend its waters. By publicizing China's tactics, building up its defenses, and keeping the public informed, the Philippines demonstrates unwavering resolve and determination. It's a modern David versus Goliath, using truth, transparency, and international law as its slingshot against a much larger adversary. The message is clear. The Philippines will defend its rights in the South China Sea, peacefully, but with unwavering firmness and unity. The United States, bound by a defense treaty, stands as the Philippines' key ally. Joint military exercises and U.S. support send a strong signal to China. The Philippines is not alone. American warships regularly patrol the South China Sea, challenging China's claims and upholding freedom of navigation. This alliance deters escalation, but also carries risks, drawing the Philippines into broader U.S.-China tensions. The challenge is to strengthen defense and deter aggression without losing independence or being caught in a superpower conflict. The Philippines must ensure the alliance serves its own interests first. It's a careful balancing act, welcoming support but guarding sovereignty. President Marcos Jr. began his term with a carefully balanced approach, seeking the security guarantees of the United States while also welcoming Chinese investment and economic cooperation. The goal was to benefit from both superpowers, maintaining stability and growth for the Philippines. However, China's continued aggression in the South China Sea, along with unfulfilled promises of infrastructure and investment, forced a major shift in strategy. The Philippines responded by pivoting toward much stronger security ties with the U.S., granting American forces access to additional bases and increasing joint military activities. The new strategy didn't stop there. It expanded to include fresh partnerships with Japan, Australia, and even European nations, broadening the country's network of allies and defense partners. Joint patrols in contested waters and new defense agreements now signal a clear shift in focus, building a coalition of like-minded countries to uphold international law and resist coercion. The era of trying to please everyone is over. The Philippines is now actively building alliances to protect its sovereignty and national interests. This new approach is assertive, pragmatic, and rooted in shared democratic values and mutual respect. The message is clear. The Philippines stands firmly with its partners, committed to a rules-based order and a secure future for its people. The challenge ahead is to defend rights without provoking war. The Philippines must stay firm but measured, using transparency and alliances to deter aggression. The U.S. should support stability, not escalate tensions. Clear communication and crisis protocols are vital to prevent accidents at sea. Small steps, like joint environmental protection, can build trust. Small steps like search and rescue can build trust. ASEAN can help mediate, pushing for a binding code of conduct. The future depends on dialogue, respect for law, and a shared commitment to peace.